Hello everyone, my name is Spencer and I'm here to teach you English. Today I'll be teaching you 3 English news expressions. Those expressions are to shift away from A toward or towards B, to hasten, and to mark. All of these expressions are in relation to a very hot news topic these days, Scarlett Johansson and her lawsuit with Disney. So if you're interested in that or these expressions, make sure you watch to the end. And if you want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Then let's get started. Today's first news expression is shift away from A toward or towards B. Shift away from something toward or towards something else. You might be curious, what's the difference between toward and towards? There is no difference. The only difference is toward, without the S, is used most often in Canada and the United States, and towards is used more often in British English. So you can choose whichever one you prefer. Used in this expression, it is a verb, and it means to move away from something to another thing. It's changing directions. You can also use shift in this same expression instead as a noun. So you would say a or the shift away from A toward or towards B. So a or the will make it a noun instead of a verb. There has been a shift away from theater releases toward streaming. There has been a shift away from theater releases toward streaming. The shift toward the use of delivery services shows the impact of the pandemic. The shift toward the use of delivery services shows the impact of the pandemic. The next expression is to hasten. To hasten. Be careful with pronunciation. The T is not pronounced. Hasten, hasten. It's just an S sound. This is a verb and it means to speed up, to make something happen more quickly. Here are 2 examples. This shift has been hastened by the pandemic. This shift has been hastened by the pandemic. Here you see shift used as a noun, this shift. This new move could hasten a compromise. This new move could hasten a compromise. This new action could make a compromise happen faster. The last expression today is to mark. To mark. This is a verb and it means to indicate that an important occasion or a development is happening. It can also mean something else. It can mean to pay careful attention to. First, let's see an example sentence with the first meaning. This marks the biggest backlash so far. This marks the biggest backlash so far. So this shows, this is clear evidence that a backlash is growing and getting more serious. Now for the second meaning. It'll never work. Mark my words. It'll never work. Mark my words. So that means, this is my opinion, but I think it's a fact. So remember and pay careful attention to what I said because it will come true. Now let's see the news article related to these expressions. So our news article today, the title here is Hollywood's Shift to Streaming is Rewriting the Script for Stars' Big Paydays. This is about the Disney and Scarlett Johansson scandal and lawsuit that is happening. So first of all, we've got shift in the title. This means they are changing to streaming. So they are no longer releasing movies in theaters traditionally. They are often just immediately streaming the movies on different platforms. And one person that was affected by this was Scarlett Johansson. So she filed a lawsuit against Disney because they promised that Black Widow, her new movie, would be a theatrical release, but there was simultaneous streaming. So she made less money because of this. So there is a lawsuit going on currently between Scarlett Johansson and Disney. So now let's find those words for today. Shift. We have shift again. So the studio shift toward streaming. So this means it's moving from traditional movie theater releases to streaming, more streaming. This is hastened by the consequences of the pandemic. Hastened by. It's happening quicker because of the pandemic. And this case with Scarlett Johansson and Disney marks, perhaps, or maybe, the most significant pushback thus far. So Scarlett Johansson fighting back against this decision that was not written in her contract is an important event. Remember, mark means to indicate an important development. So this is maybe the first of many lawsuits to come about this issue. If you're interested in reading the rest of this article about switching to streaming and the effect it's having on actors, then make sure you check out CNN Business to read more. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope this video helped you feel more comfortable using these common English news expressions. If you didn't yet, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!